Welcome to the DCTV News at Noon program. I'm Kelsey Kiesling.
And I'm Kendra Cook. Dolores County Broadcasting Network is the producer of DCTV with support from the Southwest Colorado TV Translator Association.
If you have a news topic or event you'd like to see covered, give us a call. The studio number is 677-4119.
Today's show runs Thursday at noon and is uploaded to our YouTube channel and our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page to watch on demand. Today is December 6, 2018, and now the News at Noon.
Reported by the Cortez Journal, a man attempting to evade police officers at City Market on Tuesday night ran into traffic on Main Street and struck the side of a moving vehicle, police said Wednesday. Cortez Police Lieutenant Andy Brock said Sheldon Keems, age 24, of Arizona, and two highly intoxicated and uncooperative individuals were thrashing the bathroom and tearing up toilet paper at City Market. Employees at the grocery store were attempting to get them to leave. The individuals then exited the south entrance of the store, where arguments continued. Police officers arrived, and Brock said Keems appeared to be the main aggressor. He said officers grabbed Keems and attempted to place him in a patrol vehicle. One of the other individuals became uncooperative, and officers turned their attention away from Keems. Police say Keems then ran across the City Market parking lot into the westbound lane on Main Street and collided with the left front wheel of an eastbound vehicle. He actually ran into a car, Brock said. Car didn't hit him, he ran into the car. Injuries were very serious, Brock said, and Keems was flown to St. Mary's Medical Center in Grand Junction. Eastbound traffic on Main Street was redirected in the area of City Market and Best Western Turquoise Inn and Suites for about 45 minutes. Cortez Fire Protection District and a Southwest Health System ambulance crew treated the man's injuries as he lay in the roadway. Keems lost his hat and one shoe on impact. Cortez police investigated the incident, and Colorado State Patrol provided traffic control. Brock said no charges were filed against Keems. He said police were attempting to write him a trespass notice stating that he is not allowed back at City Market or else he would get a ticket, but due to his life-threatening injuries and being from Arizona, they decided it wasn't worth it.
Monument Valley Tribal Park closed for a day last week, reported in the San Juan Record News, SJR News photos. Members of Global Witness attempted to gain entrance into the Monument Valley Tribal Park on November 29th without prior permission or permitting and were eventually denied access. In fact, park officials closed the park to the general public, and the estimated 50 members of the YouTube group were peacefully escorted off the park property by the Navajo Nation Police Department and park rangers. None of the members were arrested by law enforcement, according to the Navajo Nation Police Department. According to Navajo Nation Chapter President James Adakai, after 50 members of the group were escorted off the park property, later the group tried to gain access again and became aggressive. As the group members began to exponentially increase around noon on November 29th, Adakai and the Navajo Nation released a memorandum to local law enforcement agencies, including the San Juan County Sheriff's Office, the Navajo County, Arizona Sheriff's Office, and the Navajo Nation Division of Public Safety. The subject of the memorandum was titled Law Enforcement Assistance Eviction Notice. The memorandum read, due to high level of potential threat to the health and safety to the public in the community of Oljato Chapter, which encompasses Navajo Tribal Park in Utah and Arizona, Oljato Chapter seeks the assistance of the local law enforcement agencies to evict by peacefully escorting the growing members of an unknown cult group called Global Witnesses from the vicinity of Monument Tribal Park area outside the boundaries of Oljato and Navajo Nation lands. Further, we are very concerned that this type of escalating movement or riot may potentially cause unrest and disorder or disharmony, or may even cause violence or harm to the community, end quote. The San Juan County Sheriff's Office responded to the request for help by the Navajo Nation, but said that most of the response needed was on the Arizona side of the park. San Juan deputies responded to one incident on the Utah side of the park. Department of Parks and Recreation media consultant Luis Tizigini said the park was closed due to occult activity down the valley. They were wanting to bring over the allotted people allowed down the valley, and Navajo Parks and Rec didn't want that many people in the valley due to all of the damage it may cause, Tizigini said. At the Navajo Tribal Park, we are here to preserve and protect our Navajo tribal parks, so in a sense, that is what we did. The park reopened for visitors on November 30th with all of the Global Witness group gone, according to the Navajo Nation Police Department. On their YouTube channel, the group described the event as, quote, "The Witness in the Desert is a YouTube event unlike any other in history. Multiple channel hosts, including lead project Jeffrey Doherty and Oppenheimer Ranch Project, are just some that represent almost 2 million subscribers who who will participate in a live event that will be broadcast live from multiple locations in the ancient locations of tribal lands in and around Monument Valley, Arizona. From alien evidence to prophecy investigation and spiritual guidance by clan elders and shamans, this event will prove to be the most informative event during these critical times at the end of this age, end quote. Members of the YouTube group first arrived on November 28th to prepare for the broadcast. More and more members of the group began to arrive from around the country, according to Atakai. It happened pretty quickly, and we had to make a decision, especially from Olhato leadership, Atakai said. The situation started escalating. The unknown group, Global Witness Organization, they came in without any proper authorization in conducting unpermitted activities without the knowledge and authorization of the Tribal Park and Olhato chapter. Atakai said he and the Olhato leadership issued the memorandum once the group started to pose a serious threat to the well-being of the community. The group started to protest and started to riot against the tribal park and against tribal government, Atakai said. After 50 of the members of the group were escorted from the tribal park, they had electronic equipment filming whatever they were doing, and the numbers started growing. New members started coming from out of state. Navajo Parks and Recreation had no official number of how many members of the group arrived, but Tzijini said that the group wanted to take their RVs and visit sacred sites. Quote, "We were like, you can't trample the parks," Tzijini said. They wanted to visit sacred sites, sacred to us anyway, and we didn't want them to go into these places. So as a travel entity and, of course, traditional people, we don't allow that. So we had them escorted out. And then once we escorted them out of the tribal park property, it then became a Navajo Nation incident. So then the Navajo Nation responsibilities kicked in. So from there, they were escorted off the Navajo Nation, end quote. Derek Brose is the leader of the group Global Witness, a YouTube channel that has 45,000 followers. Brose did a broadcast of his version of events on December 1st, claiming, quote, bold-faced lies by the Navajo authorities with his group members watching intently on in the background. Brose denies Atakai's claims that the group became aggressive and riotous, claiming the group would come after Atakai legally for defamation if the comment wasn't retracted. He also claimed that Atakai and the tribe had sold their birthright for a meal and that they work for the, quote, Luciferian regime. Brose also claimed there was no cult or occult activity taking place at the gathering during the 85-minute broadcast. As far as the type of activities as cult-related, I don't know much detail about that part, Atakai said. But where we had to come in from the Olhato leadership is that they started posing some threats, potential high-level threats, to the public safety and the well-being of the community members. Attempts to contact Brose by the San Juan Record were unsuccessful despite multiple attempts. Members of the group responded in lieu of Brose, referring to the group's latest YouTube broadcast as their official version of events at Monument Valley.
An updated wildfire, according to the Cortez Journal, an updated wildfire risk map released by the Colorado State Forest Service shows the foothill towns of Dolores, Toyac, and Durango have a higher potential to be impacted by a wildfire. The Colorado Wildfire Risk Assessment Portal rating measures population density, drought impacts, vegetation density and type, regional weather, geography, and other factors to inform local governments and landowners about potential wildfire impacts and to encourage mitigation efforts. Areas were rated on the scale of lowest to highest. In Montezuma County, it is estimated that 90% of the population, or 25,400 people, live within the wildland-urban interface, more susceptible to wildfire, according to the risk assessment summary. Of those areas, about 7,000 acres are considered at higher risk for wildfire, about 8% of the total wildland-urban interface. Much of the high risk to wildfire is on federal, public, and private land. Two groups, Firewise and Wildfire Adapted Partnerships, have been working with at-risk towns and rural neighborhoods. Cedar Mesa Ranches, the Cache Canyon, East Canyon, and Wingspread neighborhoods have reduced brush and trees and around homes, improved access for firefighters, and implemented community wildfire protection plans.
From the Journal, courtesy photo. With the help of a $9,000 Charge Ahead Colorado grant from the Colorado Energy Office, the town of Mancos has installed an electric vehicle charging station at Boyle Park. The dual-port charging station is the first of its kind in Montezuma County, according to a Mancos press release. A charging station at Mesa Verde National Park can power Tesla vehicles, but the station in Mancos is capable of charging all electrical vehicles. The charging station, which was operational on November 30th, is located in 2 parking spots on the southwest parking lot at Boyle Memorial Park. The town will conduct a ribbon-cutting ceremony on Monday, December 10th at 9 a.m. Quote, while staying committed to our rural western roots, the town of Mancos also seeks to address the current and future needs of our community, the press release states. The new station will be powered by renewable energy. Mancos hired Durango-based company Living Solar to install the charging station and a 4.6 kilowatt solar panel system on the roof of Town Hall. When the charging station is not in use, the solar energy will offset power use at City Hall. Mancos residents with electric vehicles can use the charging station for free until December 31st, 2019. All other electric vehicle owners will pay 12 cents per kilowatt hour for the first 3 hours. The press release states Rico and Silverton will soon have charging stations of their own. Electric vehicles are expected to surpass gasoline vehicles in 30 years, according to the Mancos press release, and the Four Corners area currently lacks charging stations. Nate Waters, Director of Public Affairs at the Colorado Energy Office, stated in an email to the Journal that there is interest from residents and visitors in rural areas like Mancos to charge electric vehicles and reduce air pollution. Mancos is strategically located near Mesa Verde National Park, Highway 160, and the San Juan Scenic Byway, and therefore having charging available in that community gives EV drivers confidence that they can visit these great Colorado attractions, Waters wrote. The Colorado Energy Office also awarded stations to Rico and San Miguel County. More recently, on November 29th, Governor John Hickenlooper and the Colorado Energy Office announced $10.33 million in grants for 33 additional electric vehicle charging stations throughout the state.
From the Cortez Journal, after Animas High School students saw a viral video of marine biologists pulling a plastic straw from a sea turtle's nostril, they knew they had a project to try to make this world a little better. The AAH Interact Club is selling metal straws to replace plastic ones that too often end up causing environmental damage, as shown in the video. When we saw the video, we just got super sad and we thought we could do something to help, said Greta Cahill, age 16, a junior at AAHS and president of the Interact Club. Cahill, whose parents are Art Cahill and Katie Chiklinski Cahill, said the club plans to set up a booth and sell the straws for $2 each on Noel night, December 7th on Main Avenue. Isaiah Evans, age 14, an AHS freshman, said the group plans to go on an international trip to clean up trash and to help get plastic out of the ocean. Selling straws will help finance the travel. Evans, whose parents are Sandra Evans and Gilbert Shawcraft, said the Interact Club focuses on community service and tries to take on projects that help out as much as we can in any way possible. And now let's take a look at the weather.
The national weather map shows heavy rain across much of the southeast and southern plains. Lake effect snow around the Great Lakes region, with snow and rain mix across the central plains up through to New England, with mostly snow expected there. You can see the mix of weather over the Rockies here in Colorado and pushing down into New Mexico with rain and storms from southern California, where they may see a slight chance of flooding conditions, and all across the southern border into Texas. The regional hazardous weather outlook for our area shows scattered to numerous snow showers expected over the mountains, mainly south of Interstate 70 in western Colorado through tonight. Moderate snow accumulations from 2 to 6 inches are expected across the southern valleys from Durango east to Pagosa Springs, with 4 to 8 inches anticipated across the San Juan Mountains. Only spotty and light accumulations are expected elsewhere. And then Friday, there's a good chance for snow across western Colorado. Light to moderate snow accumulations again will be possible. Saturday, isolated snow showers are expected just over the mountains. Then Sunday to Monday, looking at dry and warmer conditions moving into the region, with Tuesday through Wednesday bringing back a chance for snow showers moving in across northeast Utah and northwest Colorado by Tuesday afternoon. So our 5-day DCTV outlook shows today snow showers likely mainly after 4 p.m. Cloudy with a high near 34 degrees. South winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Chance of precipitation is now looking pretty optimistic at 60%, with total daytime snow accumulations of less than a ½ inch possible. Then tonight, snow showers likely mainly after 10 p.m. Patchy fog between 10 and 3 a.m. 10 p.m. and 3 a.m. Otherwise cloudy with a low around 25 degrees. Southeast winds around 5 miles an hour. The chance of precipitation remains high at 70%, but new snow accumulation is only expected again to be around an inch overnight. Friday, scattered snow showers before 1 p.m., then scattered rain and snow showers. Cloudy with a high near 34 degrees. Southeast winds around 5 miles an hour, becoming northwest in the afternoon, and the chance of precipitation is 40%. Friday night, isolated snow showers before 11 p.m., then mostly cloudy with a low to 23 degrees. North winds 5 miles an hour, and the chance drops down to 20%. Saturday, mostly sunny with a high near 37. North-northwest winds 5 miles an hour. Saturday night, partly cloudy with a low to 18. Sunday, mostly sunny with a high near 35. Sunday night, mostly clear with a low to 18. And again, sunny mostly on Monday with a high near 37 degrees. Monday night, partly cloudy with a low to 19. And Tuesday, still looking mostly sunny with a high near 39. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy with a low to 20. And here we'd like to show you a beautiful photo from Betsy Nielsen of our iconic bean tower, or the elevator, with snow covering maintaining due to our colder temperatures. Thank you for that picture. We invite everyone to share their Dove Creek local weather photos on the Facebook group of the same name, or email a photo to dcbnnews@gmail.com, and we'll post them here at our weather segment to share with our viewers. And now, back to the news.
According to the Cortez Journal, the New Mexico State Land Office has set a record for its monthly oil and gas lease sale, generating more than $43 million for public schools and other trust land beneficiaries. Land Commissioner Aubrey Dunn says the November sale represents the highest single month yield in the agency's history. The previous monthly record of just over $30 million was set in July 2017. Dunn was expecting a good month, but was surprised by the outcome. He says it will help with the goal of generating $1 billion in revenue for the current fiscal year. In all, 35 tracts covering more than 12 square miles were up for bid in Lea, Chavez, and McKinley County. All but one tract was leased and another ended up being withdrawn.
From the Durango Herald report, courtesy photo LPEA. Geese are likely the culprits of knocking a power line into the Animas River south of Durango, causing about 90 homes to lose power for more than 5 hours on Tuesday night. Indiana Reed, spokeswoman for the La Plata Electric Association, said a power outage was reported around 5:20 p.m. Tuesday near the intersection of County Road 215 and La Posta Road, County Road 213, affecting 91 customers. LPEA's linemen went out to check the power line in single-digit temperatures, not knowing what happened or where the line went down. They had to patrol the whole system to find the outage, Reed said. That's why it took so long. Eventually, the linemen found the downed line and started repairing the system. Power was restored around 10:40 p.m., Reed said. Reed said an LPEA customer called in later to say a flock of geese was sitting on the power line and damaged it. We don't know if they actually pulled down the line or if there were too many of them on the line, she said. As we know, they are moving around, and they apparently thought the line was a good place to hang out. But wildlife can impact our electric lines. Reed said LPEA is always appreciative when customers call in to report suspected causes of outages. If they, the linemen, knew a bunch of geese were sitting on the line, they could have went directly there, she said.
Reported by the Cortez Journal, a new 103-room hotel with a ballroom to handle 300 people and meeting space is being proposed for Purgatory Resort just south of the base area. If approved by La Plata County, the hotel, in a portion of what is now the Galand Overflow parking lot, will be a select service extended stay hotel with kitchenettes in some rooms. Also, 3 new ski trails and a new ski lift would come with the inn, tentatively named the Galand Hotel. The 72,233 square foot inn, owned by Galand Hotel Properties, a division of Mountain Capital Partners, would include a restaurant and bar, a ski and mountain bike rental shop, fitness center, breakfast buffet, and lobby. Gary Dirk, former CEO of Purgatory Resort, who is serving as development agent for the property, said an original master plan for the area envisioned only a transfer lift to take people from the Galand Overflow parking lot to the base area, with shuttle base buses returning skiers to the lot at the end of the day. James Coleman, managing partner with Mountain Capital Partners, the owner of Purgatory Resort, was wary of developing a lift that would be used only once during the day, Dirk said.
Reported in the Journal from the Coloradan via AP Photos Timothy Hurst. A 9-year-old boy has convinced the leaders of a small northern Colorado town to overturn a nearly century-old ban on snowball fights. And he already knows who his first target will be, his little brother. Dane Best, who lives in the often snow-swept town of Severance, presented his arguments at a town board meeting Monday night, and members voted unanimously to lift the ban. Quote, "I think it's an outdated law," Dane said in the lead-up to the meeting. "I want to be able to throw a snowball without getting in trouble." Dane's mother, Brooke Best, told the Greeley Tribune her son had been talking about snowballs since he found out about a month and a half ago that it was illegal to throw them within the town limits. The last time it snowed, Dane said he and his friends looked around for police and joked about breaking the law. Kyle Reitkirk, assistant to the Severance town administrator, said the rule was part of a larger ordinance that made it illegal to throw or shoot stones or missiles at people, animals, buildings, trees, any other public or private property or vehicles. Snowballs fell under the town's definition of, quote, missiles. All of the kids always get blown away that it's illegal to have snowball fights in Severance, Reitkirk said before the meeting. So what ends up happening is town leaders always encourage the kids with, quote, "You have the power, you can change the law," but no one has. Then Dane took up the cause, writing letters with his classmates in support of overturning the ban. And after Monday night's success, his 4-year-old brother, Dax, had better watch out. When board members asked Dane during a meeting in November who he wants to hit, he pointed to his little brother. Dane and his family have researched other severance ordinances, including one that defines pets only as cats and dogs. Dane has a guinea pig, which apparently is illegal in Severance, too.
According to the Cortez Journal, the culinary dreams of Wigglin' Pig owner Ernie Padilla continued to come true with the opening of a storefront restaurant at 44 West Main Street in Cortez. Padilla had such good success with his local food trucks specializing in barbecue, he jumped at the opportunity to expand into a permanent space on Cortez's famous restaurant row. His signature barbecue and gourmet comfort food, dishes like macaroni and cheese, pulled pork tacos, smothered fries, grilled cheese, and sliders and burgers keep people coming back. A staff of 10 employees bustles and hustles to cook and serve up customers during the lunch and dinner rushes at the spacious restaurant, formerly Pepperhead's. Soon they can have a cocktail and local craft beer with a meal once a liquor license is approved. Attention to detail, experience in the kitchen, and flavorful recipes are what makes his food especially good, Padilla said.
Today's High Canyon Country happenings. Friday, December 7th from 2 to 5 p.m., there's an open house at the Dolores County Pioneer Center for Nita Perkett, honoring her amazing career with the senior services. Snacks, desserts, coffee, tea, and punch will be served. Also, December 7th, Noel Night is in Rico this Friday. They'll be lighting up the trees outside and having a fire pit with free s'mores and hot chocolate at the Enterprise Bar and Grill. The Christmas carolers will be stopping by after 6 p.m., and the Mine Shaft Inn will be hosting a craft fair across the street. If you've never been to Noel Night in Rico, come check it out. Everyone is welcome. And December 8th, raffle for prizes as a fundraiser for the Monticello 11U Club baseball travel team. They'll have some amazing items to raffle off, and 50% of all proceeds go to the team. It'll be held from 3 to 9 p.m. at That's a Pizza in Monticello. And all of these happenings are posted on our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page, along with the YouTube replays, weather, original stories, and local posts. To share your event or information, contact us. It's dcbnnews@gmail.com or call the station 970-677-4119.
Thanks for tuning in. News at Noon airs at noon Monday through Thursday and then is available online on our YouTube channel and our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page on demand.
Be sure to like us there on Facebook and join in on the news of our area, and of course, please share it with a friend.
For Kendra Cook with DCTV and the News at Noon program out of Dove Creek, USA, I'm Kelsey Kiesling. Thanks for watching.